It's been a bit since I got back from Puerto Rico and work has been super intense. And I found myself trying to resist it in a way, fight the level of intensity because I want to spend time building Rebel Man. And that just like reminded me of like a lot of the philosophy I learned from like building a startup and burning out from it. And that I learned from a lot of Eastern philosophy where you have Buddhism, you have Miyamoto Musashi with the Dokudo, you have the Tao Te Ching with Lao Tzu, but really it's about learning to not fight and resist, learning to flow with things. So in this episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about that, the philosophy of Rebel Man, as we still do some cool shit at the same time. So stay tuned. A couple books that I always go for mindfulness. The Dokudo from Miyamoto Musashi, The Path of Walking Alone. There's Lao Tzu. This is like a phenomenal book. But I wanted to like share a passage of the Tao Te Ching, which will tie in with the whole episode. Let me read it for you. Act by not acting. Accomplish by not straining. Understand by not knowing. Regard the humble as exalted and the exalted as humble. Remedy injury with tranquil repair. Meet the difficult while it's still easy. Cross the universe one step at a time. Because the sage doesn't try anything too big. He's able to accomplish big things. Those who commit lightly seldom come through. Those who think everything is easy will find everything hard. The sage understands that everything is difficult and thus at the end has no difficulties. Act by not acting sounds nuts, right? And this is the whole thing, right? I think in startup culture, in companies, you try so hard to do something, you choke it to death. You're trying to force it versus finding the natural flow of things. And that doesn't mean you don't go intensely and you don't go with effort. It just means you don't try to force a situation, you learn the caliber of the situation and you work with it. In my last company, the market didn't want to fund it. So I worked to get it funded as much as I can. And it's like trying to fight this current, then everything becomes hard. Trying to go uphill and then every aspect of it is not met with ease, but with difficulty. And yes, there's intensity, but you're just fighting a current because you're trying to drive your ego. Or instead find something that works, find something that where the current is heading and leverage that current. And that's what it is. You try by not trying because it's still going to be difficult. You just want to align with the Tao or with the way. And what that means, it's like the underlying current nature of things. I have a different way of training than normal people, and it's not special, it's not better, and it doesn't mean I go hard. It just means it's based on the movement and the natural way of things. So let's get started with that, and we'll keep talking along the way, and maybe it'll make more sense once we do it, but do it in a way where it's not grinding and it still feels easy. Kind of nuts because it's kind of flurrying. Today is the first day. I think today is like November 11th, so that's kind of where we're at. And it's flurrying already, so a lot of summer, the fucking thing's over. I haven't talked about this, but I've been thrown in turnaround situations pretty hands-on. So like work and his dial, pretty tense. I was just a struggle of like managing both things at the same time. And a lot of things like all the times you're like overthinking. But what you need to do is just not overthink and just put one foot and step in front of the other. Just move. And that's part of the thing that I think Lao Tzu was saying, that passage. It's like, you know, it's going to be hard. It's not easy. But the more you overthink and think about it and put action into it, the more of a pain and suffering state it becomes, and you just move forward to figure it out. The fall is kind of beautiful at the end of the day. Well, like I'm on my fucking bike lane, Mr. Bus. The bus is like just like honking on me. Dude, what am I supposed to do? I'm in the fucking bike lane. Look at that fucking massive thing. I guess can't complain. I'm the one who's recording as I drive. It's just a beautiful fall day, chilly as fuck. For a second there, I thought there wasn't gonna be a bike station. But one of the things I was talking about with like whole Taoism thing is like people like, let's say like
will start running. I'll do a one as hard as they can and they burn themselves out. But one thing I've learned over time is just run at around 70%. I do this by just doing nasal breathing. I'll run only breathing through my nose, and I can run like a 6-minute mile pace on that. But what that guarantees is that you're not fully exerting. And if you can do it consistently, you build like a crazy amount of endurance. But sometimes your ego, like your ego is what does it. It makes you want to run hard. You want to look like you're running fast, but that just makes you land slow. It's like really counterintuitive. It's one of the things I do. Always start with a mud, and it's not that it'll run fast. Hey, I'm running like 6-minute mile pace many times, but I'm not running out of my 100% every now. And that's where like a lot of the key. What are you doing, man?
Good to see you.
Mine is very casual.
Grab a coffee and we can think of something together.
Yeah. So talking about ease, like control your breathing and you breathe through your nose. But the cool thing is that it's actually like a carburetor. And when you then do the opposite and you hyperventilate, kind of like breath work, if you ever done like a breath work session, it's a lot of hyperventilation. It just enhances everything, and then you get like this spurt of energy. That spurt of energy actually allows you to get into a flow state. And when you're in a flow state, you can do really fucking hard shit effortless. It's like, if you've been working for like 6 hours straight, coding or building models or like just in the design or edit, and time just goes away. Well, there's ways to essentially engineer that, and I found that breath and music like triggers out for me. And for context, I weigh 140 pounds. The sandbag weighs 150, and I'm gonna toss it a couple times. And I'm still afraid of doing this because it's at my limit. I've only done it once. I've done a much lower rate, but this one is essentially my limit. Risk of injury, yeah, I could get injured, but we're gonna do it slowly. We're gonna do it using the principles I was talking about, like the Lao Tzu stuff. Let me finish up this workout. I'm just here stretching, and then we'll get it. Also, a lot of my mobility and flexibility I've learned from this dude, from David. David is like by far one of the masters in flexibility, like mobility work, and I've learned so much from him. It's insane. And I just wanted to say, like, we're probably going to do an episode together where he'll teach a lot of his stuff and talk about his philosophy as well, because of like his journey. I just wanted to like show him. He's next to me in the gym. I wasn't planning on this, but
hi guys, I'm looking forward to show you some of the things I do. I've been working on for a while, so share it with you.
It's fucking insane. And he's also building a lot of community in the area and sort of like wholesome New York. It's fucking amazing. McCarran Park as well. So yeah, I'll keep working out. I'll stop harassing you, man. But
see you guys soon. Looking forward to it.
Filming, like actively filming in the gym is embarrassing as fuck. About local gear and Hamir a ton. But like honestly, doing this for me is like it's pretty pushing it. So I hope you guys appreciate it too. That's the way we're going to be lifting and tossing. Last time I was able to do it 6 times, 3 sets, and it's pretty fucking heavy. So main thing is not getting injured and doing it slowly. I could not do it right now if I tried. Like, I haven't been listening to music, I've been recording, couldn't out, and I tried. I think the first step we'll do is get into state, and we'll do that using breathing. So we're going to hyperventilate for a bit, and then allow me to start hitting flow state immediately. You also see it. After that, I'll minimize talking a bit, but you'll see like how it happens. So like I'll record so you guys can see. Oh yeah, let me take these off. Good. We don't need these anymore. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start hyperventilating through my nose, through my mouth. I will do that for about a minute straight. And then when you do that, like, because we taught our body to just breathe through the nose while we're running and so this up, this is gonna get us to like a really, really high endorphin state. And in that state, flow is more achievable, and that's when we'll attempt this. I wouldn't attempt it without it. So let's just get started. And you start getting dizzy a bit, calm down, take a break. And in this state, like, you feel your fucking endorphins start fucking coming. And that's how you start getting to slow. Like I said, we're not going hard, we're not grinding, it's not tough. Yeah, fucking enjoy it, we're not really time. And this is how we get to like that state. Now we just stop, we don't force it, trying to get it'll get there by itself, or we just go, let's grab that weight, put it in, let's see if we can do this. I'll put some music on because I can't fucking do this without music. 2 more fucking sets. Fuck, I don't know if I recorded that or not. I don't know if I recorded the second set. Fuck. But it's fun. It's not grinding. It's fun. Get into the music, get in the flow, and hit it. 2 sets down, 1 set to go. Okay, I just realized I didn't get the second set. That's it. I'm done with it. You can grab it. Don't worry about it, man. It's not that formal. Going back to Lao Tzu and like that philosophy. Yes, it is hard, but you do it 1 step at a time. And because it is hard doesn't mean you need to grind through it and enjoy it. You can have fun, add some Mongolian folklore music playing the shit, and you enjoy it. And this stuff becomes enjoyable. And the more you enjoy that way. It's not, can I get to 150? I can do 3 sets at 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or 12 eventually, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is when you're doing it, you're flowing with the way and not against it. Honestly, now that I did it, I'm kind of disappointed because I feel it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but it's still insanely hard. I think that comes from like getting yourself in a state when you're actually able to do hard things, right? So definitely have a bunch of my gas in the tank to do some pull-ups and mix it up. We're done. Did some pull-ups and chin-ups and calling it a day. Didn't get that much sleep. So showering, heading back home. This is super dope. I hadn't seen a friend in quite a bit. He trains and now starts training another gym. We saw the YouTube channel. He's a trainer and like pretty cool dude. And he was like giving me props. Thank you for that. Like, dude, it means a ton. Yeah, man. Like, we'll probably do something. So like, not only do something with David, but also with Don Vito. So like, it's up. It's like, it's about putting yourself out there a little bit. People mad stare when you're recording. They like stare so much. It makes it really hard, you know? But at the end of the day, you have to like do whatever the fuck you want, you know? Most of the times I feel people like genuinely like it. So it's just like we get in our heads. Train quickly. Manhattan 2 minutes. Oh, that might be it because it Manhattan's 2 minutes shit. Yeah, that's it. No, that's not it. That's the one to Manhattan. We are going deeper into Brooklyn for a few stops. Oh, there's no train coming. Oh, yeah, there's actually a train there's a train coming in 1 minute. Not that bad. Just 2 stops. It's funny because being the subway reminds me back when all the startups were doing the ads in the trains, and it was just riddled like back in the boom where everybody was raising tons of money in the consumer space. You would go into a train and it would be all startup ads, and that was kind of nuts. If you think about it, like it's like a trend where someone did that and that was like a thing to expect it. It doesn't mean that that had results. Probably burning way too much money. But like when I get in a train, you don't see that anymore. You still see some startups, but not as many. And it goes back to like forcing. A lot of these people raised tons and tons of money, and then they were forcing consumers by trying to spend money marketing. Whoop, that's a fucking thing. Spend money marketing without getting the product to work. So like the whole like journey to build a company is hard. It goes back to flow. Like find something that works. It should not be that hard. If it's incredibly hard and you're fighting uphill, yeah, you can do it. 100% it can be done. But you should probably reevaluate what you're doing. And this applies to work, romance, life, everything personal. So yeah, like it's a thought. It's funny how that brings it up. I'm gonna get some flowers for Katie. Gracias. Oh, it's fucking cold. He was flirting earlier today too. Also, I'm starving. Yeah. Sweetie. Make it easy. Lou, are you disappointed because I didn't get you flowers?
that's a little bit about this episode. I know it's not the typical episode, but I did want to talk a little bit about my philosophies, both from work, personal, as well, and working out. There'll be more trips, there's going to be more action, but this episode, I just wanted to try to do something different. So thank you for watching this briefer episode. Really appreciate it. If you want to check out some of my prior videos, they're in my profile, or maybe I'll put a link here. Subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm really excited. We finally broke 100 subscribers. I think we're at 117 as of today. I want to continue growing the channel. And yeah, thank you for listening to this one. See you soon.